morning, buenos dias, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, dear Judith, dear Xavier. It's a real pleasure to be with you, and my sincere thanks to the Red Cross movement and for bringing us together for this important event, and to Judith and her team for their outstanding support. This is my first visit in the region as a European Commissioner for Equality, Crisis Management and Preparedness, and I'm glad to start it here with you, our partners who are truly in the front line. So last week, Hurricane Melissa brought devastation to the Caribbean. And I want, first of all, to express my heartfelt condolences to the victims and to the families who lost their loved ones and their homes. In the face of this tragedy, the EU and its partners acted quickly, mobilizing vital humanitarian aid and coordinating local and international efforts to help those affected. And I would like to thank the Red Cross for its vital support. Yesterday, I was in Quibdó, where I saw the Red Cross in action and the real impact of your work on the ground. I visited communities in Bahia Solano and La Victoria, where extreme weather, geographic isolation, and armed conflict make life even more vulnerable. Yet, thanks to the Red Cross, these challenges are being turned into opportunities to strengthen societies. I witnessed a graduation ceremony for community leaders, members trained to respond to emergencies, people now ready to act quickly and efficiently, even before outside help arrives. I also met inspiring women who are driving change in their communities through recycling and waste management projects. They are protecting the environment and strengthening as well the local resilience to disasters. Dear friends, the Red Cross movement does amazing work in challenging conditions across Latin America and the Caribbean. The European Union and the Red Cross share an enduring partnership built over many years that has made us stronger on both sides of the Atlantic. Over the past 3 decades, the European Union has provided 380 million euros to the Red Cross movement to support disaster preparedness and humanitarian response across Latin America and the Caribbean. Thanks to this partnership, over 500 operations have reached more than 11 million people. But today, I want to focus on more than the numbers, because what truly defines our partnerships goes far beyond figures. It's about trust, it's about solidarity, our shared commitment to people in need. Together, we work hand in hand, responding to major disasters and to smaller emergencies that never make headlines, unfortunately. We have brought relief to the vulnerable and helped people build resilience by strengthening local communities so they can face future shocks with more confidence. Nearly 20% of the EU support channeled through the Red Cross in the region has been dedicated to exactly that: preparedness, prevention, and empowerment. Because saving lives starts long before a crisis hits. The Red Cross has been a vital pillar in EU-LAC cooperation on disaster risk management. And it plays a key role in turning our EU-LAC Memorandum of Understanding into concrete action on the ground. Dear friends, let me stress one essential point. The Red Cross movement is, by its very nature, a local actor. And that is true long before localization became a global priority of the humanitarian system. The EU and ECHO were already working with the Red Cross to reinforce local capacities and local leadership. Red Cross National Society are rooted in their communities, street by street, village by village. This network is a true asset. For ECHO, humanitarian aid should be as local as possible and as international as necessary. And our partnership with the Red Cross is an excellent example of that principle in action. Today, I want to make a simple call to the entire Red Cross family. National societies, IFRC and ICRC stand united and work together. The challenges in the region are too big, they are too complex for anyone to tackle alone. Coordination is not a luxury, it's a lifeline. Within the movement and with other partners, we must pull in the same direction so that our response is efficient, is principled, and truly focused on the people we serve. Being here with you, Xavier, with you, Judith, and all of you, I really feel part of our shared journey between the EU and the Red Cross in the Americas. In just a few days in Colombia, listening to you and seeing your work, I understand the power of this partnership. And I'm really proud to carry it forward as a European. Yet, the daily reality in Latin America and the Caribbean is deeply, deeply worrying. Violence is tearing communities apart and forcing people to flee their homes, both within countries, but also across borders. This year, 2 Latin American countries, Venezuela and Colombia, are among the top 5 nationalities of asylum seekers in Europe. This alone shows the human cost of today's crisis. And climate change is hitting harder than ever. Disasters are more frequent, more intense, and more destructive. Lands that once sustained communities can no longer provide what they need. Families are being pushed to move, not by choice, but in search of food, in search of safety and dignity. And there is a very, I will call a tragic paradox. Needs are rising while resources are shrinking. And that is why today I come with one clear message. The European Union will remain committed to this region. We will respond to growing humanitarian needs. We will invest in resilience, and we will stand by your side as we always have. Dear friends, before I close, I want to speak directly to the thousands of Red Cross volunteers across the region. Long before localization became a strategy, as I said, you were already here in flooded streets, on remote mountain paths, in shelters, in barriers, in hospitals, listening, holding hands, protecting the most vulnerable. You were hope in its most human form, and I want to thank you for that. Yet, and yes, the European Union has provided funding and tools, but you roll up your sleeves and turn each euro into clean water, a warm blanket, and a safe night's sleep. So you can count on me, you can count on the EU support, and we will stay always by your side. Thank you very much.